Hello, I'm Lloyd and I'm from the Brighton and Hove City Mission Schools team, and I'm really excited to be bringing our first assembly of 2021 to you guys. I hope that you do enjoy it. Now, we're looking at two words in our assembly today: courage and resilience. And I'm going to start by telling us a story. So I hope you're all sitting comfortably, and I've got my book here. Here we go, and it's the story of the boy who was scared of a ringing phone. So let's get right into it. Once upon a time, there was a boy called Lloyd. No, not the Lego Ninjago character, but me, Lloyd. This story is one of my stories. The sound that would terrify this young boy. The more it rang, the more fearful he became. What if it was an important call for his parents? If he would pick it up, what would he say? Would he even be able to speak at all? All this young boy needed was some courage.
Hang on, Lloyd, stop being silly. What do these words actually mean? What is courage?
Well, courage is not the absence of fear, but the strength to keep going even though you're afraid. And what about resilience? What does resilience mean?
Well, resilience is the ability to bounce back from something going wrong. But how did you get the courage to use the phone, Lloyd?
Well, I wrote all the things down I needed to say on the phone. And I really wanted to get a job, so I was determined to face my fear. And I found the more I used the phone, the less scared I became.
Thanks, Lloyd. Maybe that wasn't such a silly story after all. Now let's ask the children for their examples. Pause the video and talk with your class about times you've seen people being courageous, or times when you've had to show resilience. I wonder if anyone mentioned the NHS or people who've been helping those with coronavirus. I'm sure they would have been scared at times.
Well, I spoke to my friend Miriam, so let's see what she had to say. Have you had to help people who have coronavirus?
Yes, I have. So I work in the hospital, and so it's been a busy year, and yet there has been some times where I've been working directly with people who have had coronavirus.
Were you scared?
I was a little bit scared. It's a bit of the unknown, isn't it? But yeah, a little bit.
How did you have courage in these situations?
I think I had courage because, well, I was able to wear PPE, which is always good. I was also in good company, so I was working in a team of others who were also facing the same thing. So we were able to kind of share with each other and encourage each other and look out for each other, make sure we're doing it right. And also I'm a Christian, so I was able to just give my day up to God every day, things that I was worried about or scared about, and knowing that I can trust Him. And I did end up getting COVID at one point, but I wasn't actually sick with it. So yeah, so I'm really grateful to God for that I wasn't really unwell.
Wow, thank you Miriam and Lloyd. What a great story, that was really helpful. We've got quite a list now of ways that we can find courage. Determination to succeed or face your fear. Repeating something over and over again makes you less scared of it. Practical steps like wearing PPE or writing the things down that you wanted to say. Working with other people who can strengthen and encourage you like Miri did.
You know, Helen, there's a great story in the Bible about a young boy who had to have great courage.
Yeah, the story of David and Goliath. Let's watch that now.
This is a story from the Old Testament. God's people, the Israelites, are facing the Philistines to fight. Every day, the Philistines' biggest and strongest soldier, Goliath, a guy who's 9 feet tall, comes out to annoy the Israelites and make fun of them.
Choose one man to come and fight me. If he wins, we become your slaves. But if I win, You become our slaves.
All the soldiers in Israel were scared and no one wanted to face Goliath. But there was one young man who wasn't even a soldier who had come down to bring his brothers some food, who heard the voice of Goliath. His name was David, and he had courage. David went to see the king of Israel.
Don't lose heart because of the teasing of this Philistine. I will go and fight him.
Don't be ridiculous. You're just a young man. You're not even a warrior. How will you defeat Goliath?
I've been a shepherd for many years, protecting my sheep from lions and bears, and this Philistine is making fun of us and our God. The God who protected me from the lions and bears will protect me when I fight Goliath.
The king agreed and even tried to give David his armour, but it didn't fit. So David went before Goliath with just a few stones and a sling. When Goliath heard that someone had come to fight him, he came out and saw David.
Do you think you, little man, can defeat me, Goliath? You haven't even got a sword.
I wonder how David felt. What made him want to fight Goliath? Do you think he was scared? How did he get the courage to face Goliath?
You might come at me with a big sword and a spear, but I stand before you in the name of the living God. He will help me win, and then you will know that there is no one more powerful than he.
Then David took a stone in the sling and swung it round. It flew out of the sling and hit Goliath in the head. He fell down dead. David knew that God was with him, so he had courage. He knew that what motivated him was stronger than what scared him, and he trusted God. This gave him all the courage he needed.
Wow, that was an amazing story. I don't think I could ever be that brave.
Well, you never know. We all have to face difficult situations from time to time. You might not have to face a giant soldier or work in the NHS, but you might have other challenges that require you to have courage or resilience.
Well, let's take a quiet moment to think of a time you've needed courage or resilience.
Through this assembly, we've identified lots of things that help us have courage.
Yeah, like you needed determination, Lloyd, and you needed to write down the things that you were going to say, and the more you did it, the less scared you got.
Yeah, and Miri needed to wear the right things and work together with a team to be strong.
And David had courage because he trusted God was with him, and what motivated him was stronger than what frightened him.
Let's take another quiet moment to think. What things from our list could help you have courage and resilience either now or in the future?
Now I'm going to pray, and if you want to pray with me, you can say Amen at the end after me, or you can just listen to the words. Dear God, thank you for helping people when they feel like giving up or when they are scared. Please help us to have courage and resilience when we face difficulties in life. Help us to remember all the things that might help us. Amen.
Amen. So that's the end of our assembly today. We hope that you really enjoyed it.
Thanks ever so much for watching. We'll see you again soon. Bye.
Bye.